hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll take this one near the 25, put at the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. But here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. And they'll set him to screen to Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Slow.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Slow.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down. Z.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Slow. Ready. 319.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready. 319.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch 88.
to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This one fielded at the 5, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. A big run there by Gurley. 54 yards on the ground. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a draw as Watt gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. just beating the play clock is gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Slow. Z.
On 2nd down, Taylor. To the right side, he's got Landry complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A couple of recent pickups. Taylor finding Landry for the Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now, out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slow.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow.
Throwing again. Taylor. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety route here. That's complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, this is Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super charge.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Like 20.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180.
Now a play fake here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll run it now. How do we go? And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and pick up the first for Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box, though.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Cut. 180. Now, we go.
Now a first down throw. Ball. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Go. 180. Orange.
Back to the air. Ralph on second down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. give it to him at the net. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
More now.
A shotgun snap for goal. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? What does that mean? Just because you're getting broke chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slow.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Slow.
From the gun, Taylor. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
First down, it's gone. And they'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down. Dumps it off to Gurley. Finding room to the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, He is wrecking things for them.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. He may try to run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Slow.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Akeem Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Slow. Z.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And up and underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 3,
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. That's complete. It's good. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Slow. Ready. Flag, 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He's knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run it down out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Slow.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns had 6 to their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and get a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Gold. And the sack is going to go. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Third and long. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Taylor. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. First play of the ground goal for 14 on the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Taylor. The kick is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3-19.
They pitch it to Chubb, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
3-19.
A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Foot out, check, foot out.
And again, it's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Hey, 319. 319.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Well, it wasn't his fault. But somebody, listen, if somebody got the movie casualties.
He's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, left. 120. Hey, Shell. DC. Maverick.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that one's complete to Garland. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd and 10, gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here, and you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
defense.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Taylor to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 5. Z. Here we go, Z. Get off the field.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Taylor now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they set up a screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to have their two-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
To throw on second down is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the gun on third down, gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Taylor now to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Browns on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll drop it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Slow.
Now Carlos high in the game. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Browns on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
59, Mike. Check. 9.
Here's Taylor to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Taylor able to find his big tight end Njoku for the Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three. 3 down. Ready. 3-19.
On the carry, it's Chubb.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time to the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Right back to him on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We got three. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Go, Salah! Black 20!
Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, well, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile for L.A., the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.